Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast by me, Thendis32. We have ourselves here the other Clan Vicky Cup game that I was able to get. Wasn't easy. It really wasn't. But let's get down to the game. Spawning as the teal human, we have Fit for Gaming Imperius, better known as Magothic. And his opponent, spawning as the red undead, we got Macgyver. And this is Turtle Rock. It is still on the 2v2 and 1v1 map pool on War3 Arena and Battle.net. And it is a very strange map, which means strange things can happen, because on this map, if it was 2v2, your allies would spawn by each other and their opponents would be down here, and vice versa. But in 1v1, there is a chance for them to spawn by each other, which can lead to weird rushes, weird everything. It could just be weird. And usually players scout this out, because if they spawn by each other, that changes the whole strategy of the game. But they're not by each other, so we're gonna see a kind of go into a later-ish game. We got a Death Knight coming in first for the undead player. Most likely we'll do some harassing on the human, see if he can pick off anything. We got an Archmage and some footies coming in for the human player, standard. The Acolyte's gonna scout out. He's gonna want to know which little island he's gonna be on. And if you're wondering why this map's called Turtle Rock, just take a guess. I'll give you 3 chances. Just take a guess. Alright, we already got a tower up. Most likely we'll be in a defensive arcane tower. I put defensive arcane towers up in 4v4, so I know how helpful it is against Blade Masters and, I guess, harassing Death Knights. It looks like he went for Death Coil first, as sometimes I would see Unholy Aura first. Acolyte's gonna scout out. Will die by the turtle, so no experience is given. But he now knows where the human player's at. And let's see if he can pick anything off with his Death Coil. Item drop, Cloak of Shadows, Coil on the Water Elemental. So not a total loss for the Death Knight, but the Archmage is ahead on experience. Human player teching already. We got a blacksmith coming in, so it could be some rifles for later on. Maybe some workshop units. I keep forgetting to press my F7 key with the War3 Arena launcher. Death Coil on the turtle. More experience to the Death Knight. It's got to be very annoying for the human player. He's got to be very cautious, make sure the Death Knight does not get the item and or the kill, as in Warcraft 3, experience can mean everything. Looks like that Water Elemental will get taken down by the ghouls. More experience for the Death Knight, as he does get it. Since he is a solo hero, he does not have to be by there. Ooh. Will he coil to save the ghoul? Will the ghoul tick off the crypts? Or will the ghoul run? Looks like he's gonna run. There's my link, guys. If you're gonna find me on YouTube, find this link. Right there. Free advertising for me. Meanwhile, this Archmage is still chasing this ghoul. And he will get it. Archmage almost at level 2. Death Knight now caught up to the Archmage, and he has the item. Mantle of Intelligence. I'm so sorry. This is like my 4th cast in a row. Would have been very nice on the Archmage. You see what I do for you guys? I suffer. Archmage scouting out here, seeing if the undead player was there, but he didn't need to go that far in because he would have saw the plague by then. Unless he wanted to kill some acolytes. Level 2 on the Archmage. Brilliance Aura being used. That turtle was killed by the ghoul, I believe. I think. Water Elemental took him down, level 2 on the Death Knight. That Unholy Aura was gonna be helpful.
A player's forces are under attack.
Well, I was right. We do see some riflemen here. We're at tier 2. I don't see an Arcane Sanctum, not yet anyway. Oh, does get the item, Mantle of Intelligence. He also got the kill. We got a graveyard in, and the tech's almost done. Most likely he'll get in some slaughterhouses. Another kill for the Death Knight. Every time I try to harass, I do not get as well as this, so... I wish I was a better player. But don't worry, I'm a great caster. Oh, coil on the rifle. Does get another kill. Sorry, headphone users, I got a little too excited. Will that ghoul escape with his undead life? With the blocking, he will get away. It's a very lucky ghoul. Mountain King coming in as the second hero. Pretty good. Arcane Sanctum coming in. We got a Lich coming in and Tech to tier 3 and a Slaughterhouse. Very nice indeed. I got a drink so I don't cough, but I think you guys can hear me. Most likely we'll get Stormbolt, but
A player's forces are under
he could
attack.
get Thunderclap, I don't know. Nothing is impossible in this game. Cloak of Shadows coming in for the Death Knight. Almost level 3. One more Footman kill or something will get it. It looks like the human player is going to creep out this shop. Another weird thing about Turtle Rock, if you kill the Ogre Magi, he drops a permanent sentry ward, which is pretty helpful if you don't map hack. Because we all know how evil map hack is. Level 3 on the Death Knight, level 2 coil. Cloak of Shadow being used. No dust. I want to suspect there to be dust. He says, why would you concern yourself about dust? I'm coughing again, I'm sorry folks. Lich now coming out, surround on the Death Knight. He's gonna hide with his Shadow Meld. See, if he killed the Ogre and he had the permanent ward, he'd be able to see the Death Knight. I'm surprised he doesn't go to the shop and try to buy dust. But will that Mountain King... Ooh, Mountain King does go down. Oh, and the Death Knight TP's away at the last second. Very nice play. Very nice. But that foot... We got priests coming in. We got obsidian statues, which will most likely be destroyers later. See, Rune of the Watcher, Claws of Attack, pretty nice item for an Archmage. Good thing the Lich didn't get it. Almost level 3 on the Archmage. Plenty of ghouls for the undead player. Do we have an Orb of Corruption on the Lich? We do, so he'll be able to cut through those units like butter. He'll be able to cut through them like
Players'
butter.
forces are under attack.
Looks like he's gonna creep out this turtle creep camp. Might get an expansion later on. Looks like he's gonna back the Death Knight out so the Lich gets more experience, but Death Knight's a little close. I guess is the Death Knight gonna stay or not? I think the Death Knight's too close. Meanwhile, the human player's creeping out this expansion spot, and the Mountain King's gonna get to level 2. Yes, he will, and he gets greater healing pot. And an Arcane Tower's already down, so you already know he's gonna... Whoa! Got a Pit Lord coming in as the third hero. Did he go for Rain of Fire or Howl of Terror? That is the question. I don't see Pit Lord often. Exactly, I don't see Pit Lord often. Looks like the human player is going to creep out this other expansion spot. Got an expansion building. It looks like the Pit Lord went for Rain of Fire. I think I said Breath of Fire. We got a coil on the priest, sniping the priest off. And if anyone's even paying attention to the chat, Pit Lord gained to level 6 was an Easter egg, alright, from like a while ago. There was a fake bug that the Pit Lord couldn't get the level 6 as an Easter egg, alright? They didn't understand it, I guess. I remember that Easter egg, I don't know if any of you do. Arcane Tower sucking that mana away. Expansion's still up, so he could send in more peasants to build it. Or he could build over here. Keep an eye on that. Looks like the human player is gonna go creep out this red creep camp. See what super duper item drops. We got Rune of Healing coming in, which heals all units, but I think he used it too soon. When I go 2v2 ATs with buddies, this guy's like really good, and we Skype and he tells me what to do all the time. And he always tells me when we creep that spot, wait until we're done creeping so we get the most out of it. But I guess Magothic's just a little too hasty. Disease Cloud coming in, as we do see some abominations. I believe he already got the Destroyer upgrade, I'm not sure. Although with rifles, maybe not. Level 3 on the Archmage, level 3 on the Mountain King, level 3 on the DK, level 2 on the Lich, level 1 on the Pit Lord. Scroll of Roar. Necro Wagons are fun as undead. They really are. Which reminds me of a game I had where I had to feed an undead who failed at it. I'm not even gonna get into details. That was the worst loss of my life. I didn't even check what super item dropped. Wasn't the greater healing pot. It must have been the Hooded Cunning, which would be better on an Archmage. Double Mantle, Cause of Attack, nothing. Mana Pot, Scroll of Roar, Talisman Evasion, Skeletal Rod TP, all that good stuff. The human player has most of the map vision with those 2 permanent wards. And he actually canceled his expansion. Huh. Looks like he's gonna go in for a push. And we do see Militia, so he's gonna go in for a tower push. Humans love their tower pushes. Will that Abomination get out? Yes, he will. That Abomination will get out in time. And we got Rain of Fire coming in. We do see Destroyers. Undead player coming in from behind. Coil to save the Abomination. The Militia are coming in, but they're a little late to the party. Scroll of Roar being used. He must have went for Cleave, otherwise he would have used Haliter. Coil being used. That Abomination's taking a lot of punishment. Gonna have to micro the Destroyers back. Thunderclap being used by the Mountain King. Mana Pot. Stormbolt on the Abomination. Gets it down. Level 3 onto the Pit Lord. Water Elemental out. This is a lot of action. Coil on the Lich. Thunderclap being used. I heard a priest go down. There goes a rifleman. And that was action-packed. Holy crap. Sork going down. Whew, that was a doozy. Things don't look good for the human player.
Player's forces are under
He
attack.
lost his whole army. It would have been better if he had an expansion to fall back on, but he canceled it. Rifleman will go down. And GG being called by Magothic. That was action-packed, that last battle. If you liked what you saw here today, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment on my videos. If you want to see me play 4v4s on my Twitch, follow me on there, and I might have a 1v1 tournament coming up, and if I do, I will post those videos on YouTube.